Well, it's officially June 6th, the day after the Nintendo Switch 2 released. I've been playing it a little bit, and it's been a good time. I do have some thoughts about it, though.
And now it's almost a month later, whoops, and some of my thoughts have changed. Mind you, I don't have a lot of free time on my hands, so Mario Kart World was the only Nintendo Switch 2 game that I actually played. No, I take that back. I did play Deltarune for the Switch 2, which has the one room that you get to do the dual mouse thing. That was kind of fun. That was a fun bit, but Deltarune's pretty much the same across the board for, it's good. It's great. Play Deltarune. Play Undertale, then play Deltarune. Please. Okay, and I guess I did play a little bit of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, which are the Switch 2 versions because of the upgrade pack or whatever, but that Mario Kart World is pretty much the only Nintendo Switch 2 game that I played. Pretty much. I will say, if you have the opportunity to play Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom in 4K 60 FPS, it is oh so buttery smooth. It feels like you're playing these games not on a Nintendo console, which feels rude a little bit to say, but it's true. They feel completely new and revamped, and it's worth your time, I think. At least to take a look at it, maybe do a few missions that you never got around to in one of those games. It's a good time. I'll say the console itself is hefty in like a good way, and the Joy-Cons, the magnets are really fun to play with. It's like a very tactile fidget toy kind of thing to just pop them on and off of the console. Do that if you have it and you want to have a little bit of. I can't stop doing it. I got the GameCube controller because I wanted a wireless one that I can wake up the console with, rather than having to plug in my Wii U adapter to then plug in my corded GameCube controller and then still have to have my Joy-Cons to wake up the system too. So I did get that Nintendo Switch Online GameCube controller, and I can play the GameCube games on there, and that's fun. I can play other games with it too. I played a lot of Deltarune with the GameCube controller, which is, I don't know, it felt right. The GameCube controller is really nice, and it has gyro in it, which I did not expect that to be the case. That's very nice, though. Holding the console in my hands, it feels good and like hefty, and the size of the Joy-Cons is a lot better than the original Switch, because they're just bigger and they fit better in my hands. I will say, when I have them in the Joy-Con grip, it feels not as nice as it did with the original Joy-Cons. The original Joy-Con grip, because of the form factor of the sliding in and out, they were able to design the grip so that it had the full grips. Like, they were rounded and they felt complete. But with the Joy-Con 2, they slide in from the side with the magnets, and so they have the cutout on the grip so that it works, but it doesn't feel right, because you've got this, I don't know, I don't like it as much. I don't like it as much as I did the original Joy-Con grip. That's not to say I'm not using it, and of all the people, like, people don't use the Joy-Con grip, but I did. So, I don't know, we'll see how I tend to go with that. I may just play everything on the GameCube controller if I can. I can't because it doesn't have the stick buttons. If it had the stick buttons, maybe, or a minus button also. I do need those buttons in order to play other games. Mouse mode is really neat. It's very responsive. It works really well and very quickly. You just spin over the Joy-Con and you place it on something, and it works. I tried it on my leg. I tried it on just my couch, and it's very way more responsive than I thought it would ever be. I was able to play a little bit of Game Builder Garage with it, and it's just so much better to play that on the TV with the mouse controls rather than trying to do the button controls. Oh my goodness, that was awful. I hated doing that. But maybe I can actually look into using Game Builder Garage more and trying to figure that out and learn some stuff. But Mario Kart World, that's the game that I've been playing the most on the Switch 2. Apart from Deltarune, yes. And Mario Kart World is fun. It is fun. It's a blast. The new maneuvers that you have and the way that you get to use your momentum and charge up little jumps so that you can do tricks onto certain things and get around to new places and see where you can go. That's awesome. The free roam, however, is just in single player, and it's kind of bland. It looked bland from what they were saying initially because there's no like story mode or anything, and it still feels that way. You do the challenges, you find the coins, you find the panels, and that's it. They don't really give you anything. You get these stickers that you get to put on your cart, and you can only put one sticker on, and you don't really see it. You barely see it in gameplay. It's not worth it. It's if you want to learn how to drive in Mario Kart and have fun doing the tricks and show your friends in the race what you can do now, that's neat, but it's not what it should be. There should be some more incentive, I think, to keep the people playing, rather than just, oh, it's online, so you do whatever. And even then, online is, you can't just do the 3 laps on a single course because of the way that they changed it up so that you're driving between the courses in the world. So you barely get your time with each course in those races. There should be another mode where you get to do like a classic Grand Prix mode or something like that. It would just make so much more sense and just be, I don't know, nice? Courteous? You're making us pay $80 for this game, and it's really not worth it. It looks cool. It looks beautiful. It runs very well. But I feel like that's not enough to make it worth the $80 price tag that they put on it. Maybe if there were individual races against like particular characters, maybe like a boss fight, boss fight in Mario Kart. I don't know, like some big guy that you gotta like throw stuff at. That would be fun. That would be a good time that feels like it's giving something a little bit new that is not just filler and samey. Because you put 300 something P-Switch challenges all over, and you had to design those and everything, sure, but they all feel the same, especially when half of them are just collect the blue coins, you know? That's not fun. That's really, really tedious after a while. And then if we look at some of the other modes, Knockout Tour is great. That's, honestly, I wouldn't really change much about Knockout Tour. I think that's good as is. But if we look at the battle mode, you've only got 2 options? 2 game modes? What happened? Why is there not another mode in there, like from the previous games? There should be. You made us pay $80. Just a disclaimer, I did not pay $80. I got the bundle because I was going to be playing Mario Kart anyway, and I did not need to pay $80 for it. Obviously, I could tell that it's not worth it now. And gosh, just seeing how much there isn't in this game. A lot of missed opportunity to really hammer home. This is an $80 experience. Unless, I was going to say unless they bring in DLC later for free. But even then, it should have been here from the get-go. You're trying to get people to adopt your new system, and you're not giving it to them. The same thing with making people pay for Welcome Tour. That's just ridiculous. And okay, I haven't played this, but Dragon Drive looks not good. It doesn't look pretty. It's the gimmick game, which is fine. Have a gimmick game. That's great. ARMS was that. ARMS was a gimmick game. But you know what? It was colorful and fun. And Dragon Drive is gray and dull. Why are you doing it to the wheelchair game? Why would you do that? I'm really hoping that Donkey Kong Bonanza is just a really good time, just really fun. And it looks promising, so fingers crossed. Now, I know I'm complaining a lot, but I have genuinely enjoyed my time with the Switch too. The console itself is very good, and I've been playing some old Switch 1 games on it, and they've been running very well. The load times for Animal Crossing, spectacular. Oh my goodness. And the console feels like a premium experience. So yeah, my biggest issue is basically just Mario Kart World not being big enough, not being worldy enough, I guess. But that's all rambly. I should move on. I should pack up and do other things. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want. I'm here. Thanks for stopping by.